Hey everybody, welcome back to Doc G's Reloading. Today I'm going to talk about the Shooters Global timer that I got, and we're going to talk about live fire and dry fire. Dry fire obviously indoors, live fire indoors and outdoors. Alright, so what I wanted to show everybody really quick is I've got the software up here on my iPad so I can show it to you a little bit bigger. So what's really cool about this is, now I'm not going to go through all the menus and everything, but you can see where it says shoot practice there at the top. I know it's a little far away, but anyway, you would select that, and then you can see how it gives you the option of shoot practice, which would be your live fire, indoor, outdoor, and then dry fire, dry practice, right? So I would go to dry fire practice if I was going to shoot dry fire, and then what I do on mine is I go to my iPad, or my phone, be my phone, and then I go to, you can see here, it's kind of nice and big so everybody can see it. You know, match mode, stage library, training. So under training, we click training, and then look what it's got up there. So it's got movement, trying to get the glare off there for y'all. Movement, reloads, and draws. So what I do is I've got those three set up. So I'll hit draws, and we're gonna go over dry fire first. And then let's say I wanted to do, I don't know, 25 draws. It's like 25 for warm up. And then there's classic mode and smart mode. And smart mode is the one that listens for a click, whereas classic doesn't. So what I would just do then is I would just hit this button up here, the start button, and then it'll beep, and then off I go. So, and then that would give me my 25 reps of shooting reloads. I'm sorry, draw. Now if I went to reloads, I would do the same thing. So reloads and movement have the same thing. So if I select reloads, what I'm doing with reloads is if I'm up and on target, I hit the timer, it gives me a 2 to 4 second delay, I'm up on a target, I hear the beep, and I do my reload really quickly and get back on target and click in try to do it in under a second. And then it just records your shot wherever that may be. And then for movement, I have my movement set at 3 seconds, and that's for me moving forward or backward. So if I'm moving forward, I have 3 seconds to get to the target. If not, I have 3 seconds to move backwards. And sometimes I hear the beep before I get the shot off. Sometimes I don't. But that's what I've set for my training for that. So, and you can select, you can do as many of those as you want to do. So you could have 10 different or more, however many you wanted down here, whatever you're training for. Right now I'm just doing movement, reloads, and draws in dry fire. That's all I'm doing. So that's what I'm doing right now. Again, I'm probably using this 10 to 15% of what it actually is worth, able to do. So I'm still not using this full bore. Also, so let's go back to training. So then like on this, if I went to live practice, to shoot practice, you can see on the bottom there, it says, we'll go to common, we'll go to, this is common, yep. And then we'll do 25 sets. So I'm gonna show you in the bottom what this looks like. So this is, let's say I'm at the range and I wanna start off, let's say I wanna start off, I'm gonna do 25 draws with one shot just to get warmed up. So at the very bottom of the timer, you can see where it says, I'll get that up there before you go there. So it says delay, random, time limit 3.5 seconds. There it says 6 shots, but I would put 1 shot in there. And then it says pause of 8 seconds. And then it says sets 25 underneath. So there's 25 sets. Now that's under common. See where it says common? Common is highlighted there. Now I have another preset. So if I clicked on that and went to a preset one, this preset already has it as a random delay time limit of 3 seconds. One shot it's listening for 25 sets with an 8-second pause in between. So what this means is I can put this on my belt, hit the button, it'll give me 2 to 4 seconds, I draw, bang. And I can even look at the time and see what it was. Then I holster. And I do that 25 times until I've done 25 sets. And then when I'm done, it will show me how well I did. And that's pretty cool. The other part is if you're just gonna do, so you may do it, let's say you do a drill on transitions where you're gonna take 6 shots on a target. So you're gonna do just the 6 shots, you're gonna do it timed, but you can set that time limit. Let's say you wanna set that time limit at 4 seconds. And in 4 seconds, you wanna be draw, shoot 2, 2, 2, and be done in 5 seconds, or maybe set it to 3 seconds, whatever you wanna do. And then you could run that drill 10 times. So you would just reholster. And then you would come out and draw again. If you wanted to do it one at a time, you would just set the sets to 1. And then every time, you would just hit the button and go. So that's been really cool. So for live fire, I've never had any problems with the microphone or anything. You see the microphone there is set to 90%. I'm sorry, the speaker's set to 90%, the microphone's set to 76%. And that's just because I'm indoors. When I was outdoors, I had that set at 68% and it worked perfectly. But being indoors, and I'm in a small indoor range at my club, it is a small range that echoes a lot. So I was having trouble with it not picking up 6 shots, it was only picking up 5. So I asked Shooters Global, what should I do? And then what I had already done is I increased the sensitivity of the microphone from 68 to 76%. And then I also decreased the echo from 0.1 to 0.08. And then it was picking up everything, and it's been working perfectly since. So what's cool is on this, whether you're doing dry fire or not, you can see this on the app. So this is what I really like about it, and this is where most of the power of this comes from, is with the app. So here under calendar, under activity, you click on that, it shows you which days you've shot. So that's what's cool, all right? So look at calendar. So here's my calendar for November and December. All right, so there's December, here's November. I got it, I think I don't know, 21st or something, but anyway. So this shows you, with the circled dates, shows you what days I've shot. And what days I've dry fire, what days I've live fired. So if I wanted to, I can just go back to when I shot dry fire. So this shows dry fire here. So I did dry fire here, and this was just draws. So I did 25 sets of draws, and it picks up your first shot. It picks it up as a click. It's really cool. It's actually quite fantastic. I've had no problems with it that way. In dry fire, I keep it on the left side of me since I'm right-handed. I draw and I click, and it picks up the click. So here it shows you out of 25 reps. Let it flip over there. So out of 25 reps, sorry for the reflection there, folks. So out of 25 reps, my best time was 0.086. So out of all 25. And then it shows you your times. And you can kind of scroll up here. Let me scroll up. See, so you can scroll up. Trying to get the reflection out of there. There we go. So you can scroll up and go through all 25 and see which ones you may have messed up on, and whatever. But this is what I keep track of for draws, and even for reloads. It'll tell me if I'm reloading in under or over a second, so I can use it for that. So live fire, dry fire, it's all under activity, which is really cool. And like I said, when you go under calendar mode, it just keeps track of everything as a circle. So, and then you can scroll through here. You can scroll through, trying to angle it so you guys can at least see it here. Yeah, there you go. So you just, scroll through your dates and times, and it shows, every date that you've dry fired or live fired. And then you can go in and delete any of the things that you don't want on there. So if you had a couple runs or something that you really didn't want to record, you can just delete them, and it doesn't have to stay there. But outside, never had any problems with picking up all the shots from the factory settings. Factory settings were perfect. I did decrease the speaker from 100 down to 90 because you really don't even need it at 100 with ear protection on. I have the reactive hearing protection, so I can still hear it at 90% easily. And then the microphone's set at 76% there, yeah. So, and that's for right now because I'm shooting indoors. I could reset that to 68%, which is the factory setting, once I get back outside. But for live fire, dry fire, it keeps track of everything. It picks up the click of my hammer every single time I draw. It doesn't mistake any other sounds for the hammer click. You can set, like I said, on the bottom, you can set the bottom. In this one here, I'll go back to my common preset, and you can see there. So there it's looking for 6 shots. So that's, like I said before, delay random. Time limit is 3.5 seconds. It's listening for 6 shots, and then 8 seconds of pause in between. So at the end of the 3.5 seconds, it beeps again to let you know that you've got the 8 seconds of pause, and then you're going to have another 2 to 4 seconds of random before you draw again. So you can't, anticipate the beep, which is great. So, and again, with this as well, what you can do with this is through the app, you can record yourself in a stage or have someone record you in a stage. And as long as if you put this on your belt and get your own timer separate from the ROs, you can be done shooting, and then it will correlate your shots with the video. So that's pretty cool. So if you want to see where you gained or lost time on a stage, I don't know how you could break it down analytically any better than that, because you'll be able to see what your splits were coming into a certain position, and you'll be able to see where your gun is because you're getting video of it. So you've got the video tied to the timer, which is a feature I've not even used yet. I'm going to try to use it this coming summer. But right now I'm just using it for dry fire and live fire. Outdoors I've already used it for, worked perfect.